Circle Hsiao answered me how he used his diet to keep himself healthy and fit. So he said he didn't actually do any kinds of diet, but he did try the 16 to 8 intermittent fasting before. I don't know what is that. So maybe if you want to know, you can ask him after.
间歇性断食。
Okay. So which is only the way that actually makes his belly thinner. But I think that is good to make your belly thinner. Okay. Let's welcome Circle.
Point? Okay, vote.
Time.
Time flies.
Time.
Oh, why so serious?
So spoiler alert. Tonight I'm going to complain about this movie. If you didn't see that and you really want to watch that,
Leave the
go
room.
out.
I am your language evaluator.
Oh really? Too bad for you. That's a bad movie anyway. So I believe that a lot of you have watched this movie before. At least you heard about it. And I also believe that none of you know this one, right? So this one is called The Killing Joke, the single most famous Joker origin story. So almost every single Joker piece are copied from here. So they all have a similar idea and plots. Although this one is the very best, while this one is the very worst. Why?
Why?
So both of these two comic and story are talking about the similar start that a man who is struggling, trying to be a successful comedian. While the Joker 2019, Arthur is his name, that they both have some sort of a sad background story. Like Arthur, he was abused by his mom's boyfriend. He was accidentally killed 2 people on the subway and humiliated by some talk show host in public. So he Breaking Bad. And The Killing Joke is fairly similar. Also a man who is struggling trying to be a successful comedian. But the background is slightly different. He has a wife who's pregnant, making money. So some gangster that encourage him to involve with a bank robbery. Then they failed. They didn't get money and wanted by the police. So when he go back home, try to take his wife, run away, he found out that his wife has died by some electric accident. I have to compress the story in a very tiny pieces. So the common things between these two stories are they all been through an extremely sad story. They all been through something that extremely sad. But they all been through this sad story, then they Breaking Bad, they become monster. Then at Joker 2019, close to the end, also become a symbol of protest. It's like a representative of poor people. And about the ending scene, he rises from the edge of chaos like this, doing his creepy dance. And it's like the writer tried to make this character so cool that all poor people admire him for some reason. What is this story trying to tell us? Is it trying to tell us that it's okay to be bad as long as you have a bad story? You've been through something bad, so you can choose to be bad. That's justify your behavior. What is this story trying to come about? I'm trying to search the core value of this movie, and I realized no, there is none. While at the clean joke, the ending part is very much different. So, Joker kidnapped Jim Gordon, the detective, and tortured him, humiliated him, almost got his daughter killed in front of him. And all these things, all these terrible things he do is just to prove one point, that every normal man can be mad if they've been through a terrible day. All it costs is a bad day. And at the end, when Batman finally come to rescue, Gordon say that I want him to be judged by the law. In the cartoon version, he even say that we gotta prove that our way work. We gotta prove the Joker that our way work. So we can tell the idea, they conclude in a very different way, that in this plot, Jim Gordon tried to prove that even in the very worst scenario, at the darkest moment, the one who hold the trigger can still choose to be good. I'm not telling you that people who have a sad past won't tend to become a bad person, because that's a statistic fact. But my point is, you can still choose to be good, and choose wisely. At least choose to watch this instead of this Toastmaster.